because I rang and called and pleaded and begged. Guys, we have our AquaBlend, a Spectrum Noir AquaBlend. You did a quick presentation, right?
Oh, they were absolutely on fire.
There was emails about it.
Do you know what it is? I need to explain something, okay? Right, as crafters, you guys seem to get really frightened when we give you artist quality materials, right? So if I said to you, I'm going to give you pure watercolor to work with, people find that super scary, right? Same when I say I'm going to give you a phenomenal ink to work with. Really scary. Put it in a pen or in a pencil. Oh, we can do that, because people feel like, you know, oh, we can work with a pencil. Right. So what I've done is, these aren't pencils like what you would buy from the store, like cheap pencils. Okay. These are artist grade, pure pigment. So in a regular pencil, Adam, what you're getting is you're getting the watercolor pigment, and it's ground together with a load of other stuff in it. Stuff that you don't need, stuff that affects the performance. With an artist grade one, you are getting a thicker core and just pure pigment. So what that means is, right, if I'm just going to put this on a bit of watercolor card, let's just colour down a little bit of colour like this. And then as soon as we take a bit of ink, can you see? Oh, wow. Can you see how it emulsifies down? You can't now see where any of the lines are, and we can take that and look how we can work all the way down into something very, very pale. That's and pure pigment. That's the pure pigment we're talking about. You can take different colours and match them together. You can mix and match, so we can take a little bit of red, we can blend the red into a little bit of yellow, and can you see it's not exactly a perfect thing I'm doing, and all I'm doing is working from the red, working the red into the yellow, working the yellow into the brown, right? Now, if I show you how we can take all of that into our card making, right? So if this is a stamped image that I've done, and I'm going to take a little bit of red, and we're going to go, not neatly, just round the top of the flower, right? And when I say not neatly, I'm really not kidding, right? Then we're going to go a little bit of yellow in the middle. Scribbling it on so we've got the highlight in the middle, and then I'm going to go with a little bit of brown, so we've got the deep colour on the inside, right? And then all you do is you take your little bit of water, emulsify all of those colours together, and can you see how vibrant those shades are and how everything just pops and comes to life? Right? You see, so it was just scribbled here. Soon as I put a little bit of water in a water brush, the whole thing starts to come to life. No, that's easy. Right? Now, and let me just show you. This is it here. Can you see how I've got that little bit of a highlight? Yeah. If I give you a pan of watercolours, you'd be terrified to do that. Sure. As soon as I say, no, let's just pick up a few colours. Let's scribble a bit of green down one side and a bit of yellowy green down the other one. And then let's take our ink and just blend them together. All of a sudden, that's not scary in the slightest. And we can get that watercolour effect instantaneously. So the thing that I read from the emails that are flying backwards and forwards from Sarah's last show was that this quality of pencil is so expensive. It's so price prohibitive, typically, that most of us stay well clear of it. Sarah, what you've done with the AquaBlend watercolor pencils is make them A, affordable, but B, the highest quality. The highest quality, and make them accessible for crafters. Right. Now you've seen, what I'm going to do is, so what do you get for $29.95, right? Explain it to me. 24 pencils. Now, an artist grade quality pencil like this would usually be $3.99 a pencil. For the one, that's what I read. That's what you'd go and buy. If you went, go and check them in the stores, other brands you'd pay $3.99 a pencil. So $4 a pencil, okay. You're going to be paying essentially just over $1 a pencil. And you're going to choose from, right? So this is your floral set here. Okay. So can you see we've got all of the kind of really beautiful, you can see the shades down the bottom here as well, right? So you've got the shade either at the top or you can see them down the bottom. This is the sort of effect and colour that you're going to get. Floral colours. That's the floral. Now, over here, we call these the essentials, Adam. Okay. But essentially, what I would be thinking of is, if you are someone who's into doing skin tones, so you know those beautiful stamps that we get that come here, the little darling stamps? Yeah. My life, you could colour them with these pencils, with these skin tones, beautiful. I mean, you can see the effect that you can get. It's gorgeous. That's if you're an artist, but crafters can get this sort of effect. Now, your landscapes are if you like, you know, like the deep, rich, vibrant, the greens, the browns, the earthy tones. So that you're going to get from the landscape set as well, right? And then the very last set that you're going to choose from are your primaries. Now, if you don't know which set to go for, I would recommend get started with your primaries, because they're the very, very bright ones. Okay. Because obviously you can take them all down. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 quick updates. This one is natural, not landscape. If you, in our system, we've chosen the word natural. So if this is the one you want, it's natural. The which was that one again? This is the landscape. That one there's your primaries. The primaries. Is that the one with only 4
40 left, Catherine? Oh, 20, oh, Jim, I can't even keep up with it.
Right, okay.
So last call across the board on all of them. Lowest price, best value. You're amongst the first to have these and to get these. This is exciting for a myriad of reasons, right, Sarah?
You know what I want to do? I want to show you what happens if you want to go out to the, you know, you're going out for the afternoon, you want to take some colouring.
Yeah.
You don't want to take your expensive artist grade pencils with you, right? You can create your own paint palette. So what you can do is just scribble down a little bit of each colour. So I'm going to do a little bit of green, let's scribble down a little bit of yellow, and actually if I turn it over, I've done them all.
Oh,
right? So I've scribbled
fabulous.
down each colour.
Okay.
Stamped my image, so imagine I'm sitting out in the beautiful, you know, in the countryside, and all I can do is say, right, let's pick up a little bit of colour. So let's pick up a little bit of yellow and start painting with the yellow. All I'm doing is using my water brush, picking up that colour directly from my paint palette, which, by the way, is just a little bit of watercolour card. Okay. Let's blend the yellow into the orange, and we are getting that absolute perfect transition of colour blended from one into the other, right?
Primary colour just sold out. Thank you for your orders there.
All right, then this is the problem. Oh,
floral will be next. If you want the floral, that's the one that we started with, the most popular choice.
And all you're going to do is you're picking up that shade and then you're just dragging it down. Look how easy this is to work with.
Yeah.
You don't have to be an artist, Adam. But what I don't want you to do is think, oh yeah, well these are these are watercolour pens. But they're expensive. You know, I can get them in my local store loads cheaper than that. You can, the kiddies ones, right? So that's the difference. We're crafters, you know, it's still a proper hobby for us. We still don't want the cheap rubbish things. We want to really have something quality that we can work with. Are you realising just how quick and easy this is to pick up this colour?
Beautiful.
I mean, literally starting right from the beginning. If you want to do a bit of a halo effect, let's pick up a bit of blue and do the blue around the outside.
It's so
and then
therapeutic.
we can wash that through. How easy was this to do, Adam? Right? A little bit of bluey feel on the side. And I wanted you to see just how easy it is. Isn't that lovely?
It's beautiful, it's gorgeous.
And you can just pick up, and then that is the one I was working towards colouring this, just picking up all those little shades. That's all working from my own little palette that I've made myself.
Guys, I want to show you this real fast. There's a lot of you asking, so the naturals are over here. This is this beautiful display of colours. There's gorgeous greens in there, and blues and browns, beiges, golds, tans. That's the naturals. Very, very popular. If you're asking for the naturals, that is now down to limited quantity. I want to show you the floral before that's... Which one just sold out, Catherine? Floral's now gone. Thank you for your orders on the floral. So what's left, Catherine, at this stage? Essentials and natural. Oh. But the good news is we have the essentials.
Okay, so the essentials is the one you're going to start with. The naturals is the skin tones.
Skin tone for naturals.
So if you want to do the naturals, you're going to go with the skin tones. Now, can I show you something super clever?
Please, please.
Right? Let's just put some tiny little bits of colour down in here. So I'm working here with the rose. So I'm just putting a little bit of highlight, following the stamp design round here, right? So I'm not being very precise and very exact. And I only need a tiny bit of colour, and I'm going to blend this into the yellow. Now, instead of using a little bit of water, look what I'm going to use, my clear sparkle ink.
Still available.
So now what I can do is, I can blend all of this together, but I can do it with the clear sparkle ink, right? So actually, can you see how that's all blended just as well? And when I show you, this is the one that we've done, can you see if I just tilt this, and you're looking at this bit here, tilting it to the light, and it should, there, can you see, it's just starting to pick up all that little bit of sparkle. And if you want a bit more sparkle, all you do is literally add a little bit more onto. How easy was this to do? And we're just soaking it in sparkle. So now, if you get this clear sparkle, you've then got 24 colours of sparkle as well.
So many options and so little time. Everybody's now ordering the essentials, which is fabulous. Grab